Hello, I'm Chris from the FPL Dude and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video for the 2021-2022 season. In today's video I will give you a variety of 2 goalkeepers, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders and 3 strikers, which I believe have that best potential to do good now in the run of 4 to 8 fixtures. I believe that all of these players are essential. You need as many of these as possible. You can't possibly have all of them, but as many as possible is needed for you to be able to do good. If you're new around here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And without further ado, let's begin. The first goalkeeper that is here to be recommended, it's MENDY. I believe that he does have essential potential. He costs 6 million, so he's not a cheap guy to bring into your team, but I do believe that he is going to be possibly worth it. He's one of those players that is a guarantee starter for their Chelsea team. They do have one of the best upcoming fixtures. They play against Brentford, Norwich, Newcastle and Burnley. They changed the color of the Brentford team from green to orange, as Brentford have been doing very good lately. As for the next goalkeeper that I can easily recommend for you to go for, it is going to be the Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson. I do believe that they offer us very good clean sheet potential in most of those upcoming fixtures, mainly because Liverpool does seem to know how to defend. And even Alisson is an excellent goalkeeper, so in those games that he does not get that clean sheet potential, I believe that he might just earn you that bonus for saves made as well. He's one of the most elite goalkeepers in the game, coming for a price of 6 millions. And if you don't really trust Liverpool, then you could potentially even go with Ederson. The third player that I have here on my list is Reece James. I believe that he does have essential potential. He's expected to make a comeback now for game week 16, so I believe that he should probably be in everyone's team. That left side of Chelsea is pretty much undecided. They do have Chilwell and Alonso. We don't know which of these 2 players is going to start, which of these 2 players is going to play those 90 minutes. But James does seem to be making a comeback now for game week 8, and I believe that he is the player that is going to be a guarantee starter playing for that left side. He's a fullback, he does have 3 goals involvement in 4 games played so far. As for the next defender that is very essential, it is going to be one more of these players that is making a comeback now for game week 8, and that is Trent Alexander-Arnold. No matter the upcoming fixtures, no matter the opponents, I still expect Liverpool and Trent Alexander-Arnold to be able to do good. He costs 7.5 millions, he is the most expensive Premier League defender in the whole Fantasy Premier League, and that is because he is not even playing as a defender, he's actually playing as a winger. He does have excellent attacking return potential with 4 big chances created that makes him the most creative defender, and playing for such a good and elite team like Liverpool, he is expected to get a lot of clean sheet as well. As for the last defender that I have here on my list that I can recommend for you to go for, it is going to be the Manchester City defender CANCELO. He's one of those defenders that actually has very good attacking return potential, and now him playing for such an elite and strong defensive Manchester City team, he does seem to offer us very good clean sheet potential as well. He comes for a price of 6.1 millions. And if you already own him and you would actually like to double up on Manchester City, then you could potentially even bring Dias, as both of them have pretty good attacking return potential. One of them is a fullback while the other is very dangerous at corners. As for the first midfielder that I believe have that essential potential to be able to do good, is not going to be anybody else but SAKA. I believe that he does have that essential potential, mainly because he comes for a very low price of 6.3 millions, but he does have one of the best upcoming fixtures. He's a guarantee starter playing for Arsenal. I believe that he is very creative, he does like to take a lot of shots, he does like to attempt a lot of assists as well. I can only see him increasing his potential because Arsenal has one of those best upcoming fixtures. They play against Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Leicester and Watford as their 4 following fixtures. The next midfield that I can easily recommend for you to go for, it is going to be the Liverpool midfielder, one of the most in-form and elite players in the whole Premier League, Mohamed Salah. He's the most expensive one, at least he costs 12.6 millions, and that comes with a great responsibility, mainly because he's such an elite player, he's very in-form, so it's not a surprise that he costs that much. If you don't already own him, what are you waiting for? It's time to bring in the big gun SALAH, especially now in game week 8 because they do play against Watford, so it does seem to offer us that greatest captaincy potential out of all players for this particular game week. But no matter the opposition, we can see that SALAH is that good of a player that he can potentially score against anyone. They play against Watford now in game week 8, then it's followed by Manchester United, Brighton and West Ham as 4 of their next upcoming fixtures. Next up, we got GREALISH. He plays for Manchester City. I believe that is one of the most informed team and the most elite teams in the Premier League. He does seem to be a guaranteed starter as well. I do expect of him to get a form improvement now in the next couple of game weeks, so we might even expect price rise for him as well. They play against Burnley now in game week 8, followed by Brighton, Crystal Palace and Manchester United. As you notice, I have changed the color of Manchester United from red to orange, as they've not been doing that good now in the last couple of game weeks. As for the first striker that I can easily recommend for you to go for, it is going to be the Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku. Now, even though his form has not been that good for the last couple of game weeks, I still expect Chelsea and Romelu Lukaku to be able to do very good in the run of 4 to 8 fixtures. The run of 4 fixtures seem to be pretty easy for them now. They play against Brentford, then they play against Norwich, Newcastle and Burnley. I can easily see Chelsea scoring up to 10 goals in these 4 fixtures, and I do strongly believe that Lukaku is going to be involved in most of them. The next player that I have here on my list, it's not going to be here because of those fixtures, but only because of his pure form, and that is West Ham striker Antonio. They play against Everton, Tottenham, Aston Villa and Liverpool now in the next 4 fixtures. I believe these are very tough fixtures, but I can easily see Antonio scoring a couple of goals in these ones as well, as he has been extremely creative. He's taking a lot of shots as well, he's attempting a lot of goals and stuff like that. I believe that his form is only going to continue, as he has proven himself to be one of the best Premier League players so far. He's even ranked 2nd by total points earned. The last striker that I can easily recommend for you to go for, it is going to be the Leicester striker VARDY. He comes for a price of 10.4 million, and even though he does not cost as much as these other elite players like Ronaldo, Salah or Lukaku, he does seem to be offering us just a same FPL return potential. They play against Manchester United, Brentford, Arsenal and Leeds United. I can easily see Vardy scoring a couple of goals in this one, mainly because he has already scored 6 goals in 7 games so far. I believe that Vardy is only going to continue to do good, and he does seem to be offering us even some captaincy potential in few of those next upcoming fixtures. Guys, if you thought this video was of any help, please do give it thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if that is something you have not done already. If you got any question, please drop them down. I will try to answer you as fast as I can. Thank you for watching and see you next time.